Wow.
This is mad.
Are we
on this planet?
It's mad. This is mad.
It feels like the moon.
I can't see where it ends.
We are Sorted Food.
And we are at the Four Corners, USA!
The only place in the United States where 4 states join. As 4 lifelong friends from the UK, we're here to find out which of us can plan the best 48 hours of adventure and food
That is fantastic.
for the other 3 guys, who have no idea what is in store.
What have you done?
If I make it out of this alive, I might be your greatest achievement.
Oh, Jamie paddle! This is the best!
Boys, jump over the state line. Come and join me in Utah.
Why do I get the feeling we're about to go on a field trip with our geography teacher?
Charming.
Welcome to Utah, where stunning red rock landscapes meet snow-capped peaks. With outdoor adventure, serene natural beauty, and a vibrant food scene boasting farm-to-table delights, Utah becomes an unforgettable destination. As the trained chef of the group, the pressure is on. I'll be taking the guys on a culinary tour, all while ensuring a suitable adrenaline fix. Question is, could I put together a travel itinerary that would appeal to 3 very different personalities and impress them with my hand-picked foodie experiences across the state? So I kicked things off with a very unben-like adrenaline hit.
Boys, I've brought you to the Bonville salt flats because it is out of this world. You can see it from space, and it is home to the land speed record. So I thought, while our minds are racing, where better to start?
Not what I expected.
No.
But as a chef, salt.
So loose.
This isn't how I thought the trip would be starting.
What the boys don't realise is I've arranged for open-air recreation to meet us here with one of their epic Polaris vehicles. I think they're going to get quite excited.
No way! No!
Ever! This is the most un-Evers thing I've ever seen!
You can't come to the salt flats and not pick up a bit of speed.
Oh, please tell me you're not driving.
This whole area used to be the Great Salt Lake, although this bit dried up a little after the Ice Age. It's where the state capital, Salt Lake City, gets its name. 147 million tonnes of salt are here on the flats. Much of it is table salt, and I think I might harvest some for later.
Don't worry! Don't worry!
So the current land speed record took place here on the salt flats on a 4-wheeled vehicle, and it was 503 miles per hour. That's 9 times faster than the boys are currently driving. How was that, boys?
Oh my God!
Evers!
That was incredible!
Thank you, Ben.
Oh, donuts for the first meal.
I don't imagine the boys expected this as the first stop, but I think it went pretty well.
I was happy with the strong start, but now I had to maintain it. So we headed to Salt Lake City, the state capital, a vibrant hub nestled between towering mountains and the Great Salt Lake. The city is the heart of Utah's culture and home to the iconic Salt Lake Mormon Temple. There's world-class museums, endless outdoor activities, and a thriving art scene.
What do you think?
Wow. I love that you've got classic American big city with all the trimmings and the coolness, but then that mountainous backdrop.
An adventure.
Yeah, it feels completely different, doesn't it?
Now, as a chef, I'm a natural feeder at heart, so along the way, I picked up some traditional Utah delicacies that I knew would get a reaction.
A bakery not far from here, the Dough Miner, sells some classic Utah pastries. So I popped in and got one.
That is not a classic Utah pastry.
Did you pack that on the plane?
The classic Cornish pasty made its way to Utah with the miners in this very city, a mining town, and they love, I kid you not, classic Cornish pasties.
No way!
Cheers.
Cheers, 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 cheers.
Oh my goodness,
That's a proper pasty.
that's a proper Cornish pasty.
So classic beef, potato, root vegetables, heavy on black pepper.
It's fantastic.
Sorry, Ebbs has done a thing that he's hated us for years. When we go away, go straight to an Irish pub.
Yeah.
He's done the exact same thing.
A Utah staple.
So far, this has been a very different trip than I expected from Ebbers.
What, you having a good time?
Pretty much.
He's thought about us and not just him.
Yeah, there's been a sprinkling of Ebbers,
Yeah.
but I'm also very aware that he's got a day and a half to go full Ebbers and therefore receive a 1 out of 10 score from me.
We'll see about that. I wasn't slowing down. I'd booked us a table at one of the highest rated restaurants in Salt Lake City, Table X. The perfect way to lead into a curveball of an activity that I'd organised for that evening.
Welcome to dinner. So I brought you to Table X because I think it is a celebration of everything you know we love. So it's seasonal, hyper-local, modern American cuisine, tasting menu, the chefs deal with the choices and you just trust them.
Cheers.
Wow. Oh my goodness, that pea soup is ridiculous.
Simple done well.
That black garlic.
That is one of the most flavourful steaks I've ever had.
Oh my God.
I feel like we could eat this the way we started the day.
While the boys enjoyed the last mouthfuls, I went to explore a little of why this place is so unique.
The menu at Table X shifts with the seasons, and this garden out back of the restaurant is kind of the reason why. Katie's just showing me around. They have a full-time gardener, and they're growing the herbs, the garnishes, some of the sweet pea, the pea shoots, some of the heirloom tomatoes that shift with the seasons, inspires both the kitchen team and the bar team to make incredible cocktails, and is the reason why the menu changes so frequently.
So we've just been brought the cheque, but Ben's not here to pay it because he's been offered to go on a private garden tour of the restaurant.
He's paying, so should we give him a really generous tip?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, good.
Really.
How many zeros?
So, as promised, on to our final activity of the day. And with Salt Lake City being so renowned for its art scene, I found an immersive way for us to experience just that.
Ebbers, what are we doing?
I like a queue, but usually I'm queuing for.
We started the day with something very high octane, and to end the day, you know I like performing arts.
I'm nervous.
Salt Lake City's art scene is vibrant and diverse, featuring everything from contemporary galleries to over 130 street murals.
So boys, welcome to Neon Brush, a kind of immersive art experience, a chance for you just to unwind after such a busy day. And we're going to get artistic, we're going to have a few drinks, sip along, and I no doubt it will get competitive.
What's going on? I think this is great. Watch how seriously Barry takes this.
Okay, show and tell time. Jay, what you got?
Now I know what you're thinking. It's hard to tell what that is, isn't it? I set myself a big challenge. Can I paint my favourite part from today upside down? Now. What?
Is that the tree of Utah?
The tree of Utah, the mountains, us in the ATV, and I did it with the stars and the stripes of America.
Very good. Mike?
I went for the Salt Lake City skyline with Barry's donut tracks in the salt.
Nice.
Very nice.
I went for licking the salt earlier.
And I changed the brief a little bit because I'm the only fortuitous one who knows what's coming tomorrow rather than today. It's a road to somewhere really fun in the mountains, and it might end with 4 of us on a dark bench, but only one of us has a head torch.
That's the end of Game of Thrones.
That was a genuinely brilliant day.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun today, which I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
Very good.
But he is only halfway through.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I wish his facts are more interesting. Otherwise, had a great time.
Now that is the sunset for day 1, but I have an awful lot up my sleeve for tomorrow, and it's completely different. Fingers crossed they like it as much. So this is day 2 of our Utah trip. I think yesterday went pretty well. This morning, I've got the boys up really early and we've headed on a road trip south out of Salt Lake City down to Beaver, but I've hooked us up with a great breakfast spot.
Ice cream.
And several hot cheese options. Go wild. The best in Beaver.
In this weather, I'm keen for ice cream.
Ice cream for breakfast sounds like a good plan.
10 a.m. ice cream.
It's your vacation, you do you. I've also got to pick up a few bits, but if you guys crack on, I've dropped you a pin, meet me there for lunch, we've got it sorted.
He does not know how to use drop a pin. There is no way that's happening.
Those are delightful.
Could I have a French silk pie, please?
Jamie sampled everything thrice. This is a tasting menu.
Yeah.
Surely.
Whilst the boys enjoyed their breakfast, I was outsourcing ingredients for a big foodie finish that I planned to end the trip. And not to say I don't enjoy their company, but I did like making friends who don't talk back.
This is my dream. Come and meet my friends. Chicken, wallowing pig, and aggressive geese. So you can't get much more local than what's grown on this few acres here. It's a community supported farm, which basically means the local community, whether you're an individual or a family, you become a shareholder of the farm, you pay a little bit each month, and then once a week you come down and collect whatever has been grown. It's built for and with the community. I love it. We need to pick up loads of stuff for dinner. Oh wow, look at those. Beets with some spice and some oil. Job done.
With the shopping done, it was time for me to meet up with the guys at Zion National Park, one of the most stunning and popular national parks in the US. Known for its towering red sandstone cliffs, Zion Canyon is carved by the Virgin River and therefore has some spectacular trails, often many miles long.
Where is Ben's pin taking us?
So it would be unfair of me to get the boys undertaking such physical exertion on just an ice cream for energy.
Cheers.
Back together.
I brought us here for a light lunch.
Ebbers, what the hell have we got here?
Meatloaf.
So we have a bison meatloaf and an elk burger. So bearing in mind
delicious.
that a few hundred years ago, 60 odd million bison trawling through Utah,
Cheers.
they almost went extinct.
Wow, that is fantastic. Touche, Ebbers.
And what I wanted to do was celebrate the bison, because the bison is back. They're now reintroducing it, farmed for meat, but also making it more commonplace on menus, because they've also got wild, free-roaming herds in several places across Utah.
It's not a look up, it's hitting the spot.
Ice cream for breakfast, bison for lunch.
Do you want to try my elk? Okay. So in a sweet bun, you've got elk, Swiss cheese, mushrooms, crispy onions, and their burger sauce.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Great burger.
Big fan of that.
Oh, I like the gaminess and the mushrooms. That is a combo and a half.
Enjoy the feast, because I think you might need the calories with what's ahead.
Yay.
So the plan was to hire electric bikes and cycle the 6 miles to the Narrows, which is a stunning river walk through the Zion Canyon, which gets narrower and narrower the further you venture along the river.
This is a little bit special. Amazing! Now, we have national parks in the UK, but nothing like this. This is postcard perfect.
You think you've seen the best bit, and then you go around another corner, and there's an even better bit.
What the boys don't realise is this is only half of the national park activity. The best bit's still to come. Here we go, boys! Whoa! So I brought the boys to the Narrows because so far we've seen Zion National Park on 4 wheels. It was scenic, it was beautiful. 2 wheels whizzing along, now on 2 soggy feet. Some of them are struggling to get a foothold.
The Narrows is a slot canyon where the Virgin River has carved walls as high as 460 metres, creating narrow passageways that at times are only 6 metres wide. The hike is unique because most of it takes place in the Virgin River. Depending on the season and rainfall, hikers can expect to wade and sometimes even swim sections of the river. The stunning sandstone walls of the Narrows are part of the Navajo Sandstone Formation, dating back over 180 million years. The striations and colours in the rock were formed by ancient sand dunes and mineral deposits.
There it is.
Oh, that is really cold.
I just realised I forgot my chapstick in my pocket. It's got wet.
I don't know how deep this goes.
What kind of a silly hike is this?
What are you doing, Evans?
I've got the safety strap on. Boys, I just want to say, I've shown you Utah on 4 wheels, 2 wheels, 2 soggy feet, and this evening, on your backs.
Oh, what?
I'm going
Fail.
I'm going this way.
This way. Go.
Hurt me.
Once we dried off in the Utah sun, it was time to travel to our final location, where we'd be staying for the night. And I'm not going to lie, I think I nailed it.
I feel like I'm walking to a movie set.
It does feel like that, doesn't it?
Zion White Bison Resort offers unique accommodation in a stunning location. They even have their own bison sanctuary to honour the cultural significance of the bison to the area, with the presence of these beautiful beasts serving as a reminder of the land now shared.
Incredible.
Evers has outdone himself.
Oh my god.
Oh, and the accommodation also comes with gorgeous, fully equipped kitchens, more than capable of cooking up the guys a feast from the ingredients that I've been collecting along the way.
Oh, Evers.
Oh my
Look at
god.
this palace.
Boys, welcome! Zion White Bison glamping. Our accommodation for this evening. We'll cook up all the little treats that I've been picking up on our road trip down here,
Now it makes sense.
and we'll settle around the campfire. Can I get you a cold drink?
Oh.
Yes. I want a beer. Oh, mate.
Oh god, that's great.
Oh, this is worldy.
Such a great end to a very, very good 48 hours.
Excellent. Well, I feel like we've all deserved it. We've worked hard for this. Lots of action. A feast to finish. As you might imagine, it's all super local. So these were all the bits that I was picking up on the way down. The spring onions have been topped with the cheese from the creamery, and then the courgettes simply grilled and then dotted with furry peach and jalapeno chutney. And then the meat. We're talking Iberico pork with an amazing, amazing rub. The beef rump cap, which has got that wonderful layer of fat which just kind of melts in. It tastes phenomenal.
Spectacular.
Seasoned with black garlic salt. And then the rib of beef, I just did salt and pepper, but it was on the bone, so a whole rib, and washed down with some local beer.
Is that Bonville salt, flat salt?
Grate it over your steak if you want. You know I love a story, and that just completes the circuit.
We've licked that.
Yeah. To be fair, that was an incredible 48 hours.
He's given me 2 experiences that I guarantee I will never forget.
He's done an absolutely superb job of putting things together that he knows that we will love, as well as little things that he'll enjoy as well.
Amazing job, Evers. I'm scoring you an 8.5.
Overall, I'm going to give him a 9.
Overall, I loved every minute of it, and I'm going to have to give him a...
In all honesty, I couldn't really go wrong in Utah. One of the most visually stunning places we've ever been to. With so much to do, see and taste, it was a pleasure putting together this trip for the guys. And, humble brag, I think I did a pretty decent job.